Yes, people, welcome back to Let's Talk Premier League. We're here for a little bit of a strange one. We're discussing basically some players that are going to be leaving Manchester United in the summer potentially. There are some major reports on some players that are going to be going. Big up to Chris in the chat as well. I have put the link in the chat, so if you want to come on and have your say on anything we're about to discuss, then follow the links, come and join me, and we'll have a good chat about this, because there's three players that look like they could be leaving Old Trafford. Now, this is going to be Ollie. If he loses all three of them, he is screwed big time, because the three that are going potentially, this is obviously just reported within the media, is David De Gea, Alex Tellez, and Brandon Williams. Now, yes, Brandon Williams absolutely needs to go out on loan. That's a fact, right? He's not got the game time under Ollie in the Premier League. He's not played enough, right? You can't expect someone to improve whilst they're not playing, right? So that's issue number one. So he absolutely does need to go and secure a loan move. But you've got Diego Dalot, who's obviously on loan at AC Milan. He could come in and offer backup to Wan-Bissaka. But losing Alex Tellez would be huge. That would be a huge blow. Because whilst Luke Shaw's fitness has been very good this season, he's not had, I don't think he's had any injuries, right? If he has, he hasn't been out for long. So you lose Alex Tellez, then you've got no cover for left back. Absolutely none. Because don't forget, Brandon Williams is right-footed. He is right back, but he can play on the left as well, which he did last season and did very well. So you've got that sort of dilemma. Now, the other one is David De Gea. Now, United have had this problem since Dean Henderson came in. So since Hendo came in for David De Gea, he's not really been able to do much. It's not been easy for Ollie. Obviously now David De Gea is now the Europa League goalkeeper. Dean has moved to the Premier League goalkeeper, who will be number one at Old Trafford next year. That is the talking point that everyone's asking. Now, my view is I think Dean Henderson will stay. I think he'll be number one. Now, that means that either David De Gea on 350 grand a week is going to be warming a bench at United, which, judging from the past, would actually be very United. But that's not very Ollie. Well, Ollie's wage structure doesn't really allow for a player of that quality to be sitting on the bench. It just doesn't allow it. So you could see De Gea going. Now, that's not too much of a problem, because you have got a young player who is coming through at United as well. But I'll just go to some comments here. Chris saying, Tellez is a strange one. I expect him to stay for another season. Challenge short at left back. Yeah, I would as well. I would expect that, but it is a strange one. It is very much a strange one. He's only played 7 Premier League games, I think. Most of his appearances have come in the Champions League or in Europa League. He's not played an awful lot of minutes in the Premier League, and that is probably going to be one thing that is impacting his thought process. It's bound to. Right? It's bound to be. He's bound to be thinking about it. So that's going to be one thing. Tellez going is strange, but it is possible. It's more than possible. I mean, the team that's looking to come in for Alex Tellez is Juventus. Now, if Juventus want Alex Tellez and they're going to offer him number one left back, he'll go, because he'll want to play football. He's not a young kid, right? He's not a young one. Yeah, I think he's 27, 28. So he's not a young one. He's not a young kid at all. So he's about to enter the prime of his career. He ain't going to want to play second fiddle at Old Trafford. And I don't think he expected to. I think he expected, but no one really expected Luke Shaw to have the season he is having. So I think a lot of people expected Tellez to come in and really take that left back position. That's just not happened because Luke Shaw has come into the form of his life. He's been absolutely superb. So that has been one of the issues for Alex. He's also, as I say, he's not a young kid anymore. He's not a young kid in any way, shape, or form. So that is going to be one that we need to look out for. Cop saying who is leaving. Well, I can't confirm they're leaving, but the ones we're talking about today are David De Gea, Alex Tellez, and Brandon Williams. So that is that. Chris saying, is Romero still at United? Yes, but his contract's up at the end of the season. Won't be renewing it. The reason he won't be renewing it, very simple. He's fallen out with the hierarchy at Old Trafford, as most of them do. He wanted to go on, I think Everton wanted him on loan. And it was blocked by someone, maybe Ollie. Someone blocked his loan move, and yeah, he's got in a bit of a hissy, and he don't want to do it. That's the thing, he don't want to do it. But we've got Velvishwan here, obviously a Liverpool fan. Romero is a brilliant second choice keeper, in my opinion. Yeah, he's very good. Shame he's fallen out with pretty much most of the hierarchy at Old Trafford. But Vel, what do you make of the news that David De Gea and Alex Tellez could be off this summer?
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mate.
Yeah, with Tellez, it's a weird one because I feel like he needs to be a starter because he's too good to be on the bench, Tellez.
Yeah.
And I feel like he needs to go somewhere where he'll start regularly week in, week out because his delivery is I think his delivery is better than Shaw's, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He's crossing, not sure defensively, but offensively he's very good.
That's the issue that Alex has got, isn't it? That his delivery is better than Shaw's, but not overly better. It is better, but it's not sort of miles better. But defensively, Luke Shaw is miles better than Alex Tellez. And that's the issue that Alex has got, because it's a bit like Trent, right? Defensively, he's not as good. But when he's going forward, he offers a lot more than more traditional right backs. This is the same issue at Tellez. If Tellez was as good as Trent going forward, then Luke Shaw may not be in the team. But because he doesn't offer that much going forward, because of the amount that Luke Shaw can offer defensively, that's why Luke Shaw is above Alex Tellez, in my opinion.
Yeah. And the problem is, if Tellez actually does leave, I think Luke Shaw will go back to the old Luke Shaw because.
See, I don't think he will. I think he had an injury, didn't he? He had a double leg break, and they always take ages to recover from. I think Luke's got. Normally, when you have an injury, you have like a prolonged amount of time where you do keep picking up these niggly injuries. I think Luke has sort of come over the curve, so I'm not concerned in terms of Luke will go back to his old self. What I'm concerned about is if he picks up a knock, United's a bit fucked.
No, but here's the thing: we see it with some players, like they have good seasons, and when their backup leaves, they just like they just like laze it off a bit. Like you see with, I've got to use Sadio Mane as it. It's not laziness, but like he's not of form, but like there's no backup for him. There's no one to challenge him for that left wing spot. And if Tellez leaves, there'll be no one challenging for that left back spot. So it'll just be Luke Shaw week in, week out. And then it depends on his mentality. If he has the right mentality, then he will continue what he's been doing this season. But if he doesn't,
I was just about to say that. Luke Shaw has obviously come back from a double leg break. He had blood clots in his leg. He almost lost his leg, right? But I don't think anyone can question the mentality of Luke Shaw. I mean, when you go in through all of that to then be able to get on, and Luke Shaw, it's a weird one, right? Because he's had to retrain basically under Ollie, because under Jose, I'm sure we all heard about the whole he's playing with my mind, his body, for example, and and just the disrespect that Jose was showing him as not only as a player but also as a fellow human being. Jose was absolutely disgusting. So he's had to come in under Ollie. Ollie's sort of gone, no, you play with your mind, your body. I just stand here and coach you. There is no my brain. I wasn't a left back. It is a bit odd because Jose was never a left back. I don't even think he played professional football.
No, he's a rubbish footballer.
Yeah, and I just think with Luke Shaw, I think his mentality and I think his quality will still be there. I just think what he'll have an issue with is if he gets injured. It's not his issue, it's Ollie's issue. There is no backup if Luke Shaw gets injured, and they obviously all of these things happen.
Yeah, so that would be the problem with that. And especially like next season, you could be playing in loads of competition. Especially, I think would be obviously in Champions League, so you need to keep resting key players because otherwise you'll pick up an injury. That's why when Bruno starts in unnecessary games, it's like United fans have to fear that if he gets injured, then United are screwed.
If Bruno gets injured, fuck my life.
And the same with Paul Pogba. When he gets injured, he brings the fear to the United fans.
Paul is a bit less of a fear because he doesn't quite. Of course, he has the impact. He's a tremendous player. He's not Bruno, right? Paul is one that he hasn't even got his own position in the United squad. He gets banded around the pitch all over the place, and whilst he would be a loss because he gets banded around all over the place, you can replace that with someone else. Because obviously, if Pogba was playing as a box-to-box midfielder on the left-hand side in central midfield, United are fucked. There is no one that can do that job that Paul Pogba can do. But because Ollie plays with this double pivot, he only plays Paul on the left side in central midfield. When he's playing a lesser team, Paul normally ends up on the left-hand side or the right-hand side. He's not really that effective on either of them. He's effective. He's more effective on the left, but he's still not Paul Pogba-esque. But if United lose Bruno, they are so screwed on all sorts of different ways.
Yeah.
The other one that is going is potentially David De Gea to PSG. For me, David is pretty much out the door, right? It would not surprise me if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer goes, but thank you for your time, David. Dean Henderson looks like he's going to be doing very, very well. He's on 250 grand less than you. There's the door. Go to PSG, because it is PSG that are looking for him. Obviously, PSG potentially looking for a long-term replacement. Well, when I say long-term, I mean a replacement for Keylor Navas. Do you see PSG as a sensible move for David De Gea at this time of his career?
No, I don't think it's a good move to go to PSG because in my opinion, I think Navas is a better goalkeeper than David De Gea. I feel like David De Gea went on like some sort of decline after the World Cup because he wasn't the same De Gea before that season where he was saving everything non-stop and winning golden boots and that. So PSG, I don't think he wants to be a backup there. Like, let's be honest, I feel like he wants to go to a team where he can start week in, week out.
Where do you see him going?
It's actually a difficult one because he deserves to play in the top team, not for like a low team. So,
and that's the issue. I've been racking my head around this for ages now. Right, I don't actually think there's many top teams that need a goalkeeper. I mean, we can rattle them off. Real Madrid have got Courtois. Barcelona have got Ter Stegen. Atletico Madrid have got Old Black. I mean, if Old Black goes to Chelsea, then you could potentially see De Gea go to Atletico Madrid, which would make sense. Juventus have got Szczesny. Maybe Juve. He could go into Juve, to be fair. I think he's definitely better than Szczesny. Inter Milan. Could he go to Inter?
They have Handanovic. So I don't think you'll get ahead of him.
I don't know. I only know the top goalkeepers.
Or AC Milan, because Donnarumma
They got,
is going to be leaving on a free. He hasn't signed a new contract and he's a free
does
agent.
he not?
So,
Oh, he could. Is
so if
AC Milan too
Donnarumma,
much of a step down though? That's the question. Is AC Milan too much of a step down for De Gea?
I don't think so, because in that team they have now got a good team now. If you look at the
Mm.
whole squad, it's a very good squad with Kessie, Leon, and
Yeah.
obviously Tomori is there as well, and Donnarumma, of course, a good goalkeeper. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is there, so it won't
Yeah.
be like
No,
a
I
major
mean,
step down. It'll just be
I think that now you say it, AC Milan isn't a bad shout. Isn't a bad shout. Um, we've done Spain, we've done Italy. PSG are really the only team in France that are of any ilk to go play for.
there's Lille
Um,
there. There's Lille, Leon, and Monaco who are currently
they
like
couldn't pay.
Champions League.
None
So,
of them could afford his wages. None of them. Not.
no,
I'm
because they're in
I'm
a
not
financial
joking.
crisis at the moment, so
Well,
they need
there's
to
that as well.
sell.
The only reason PSG aren't in a financial crisis is, have you met their owners? They have quite a bit of oil. So they can just sell some more oil, and that's some wages sorted. The last person that could be leaving is Brandon Williams. Now, there's reported 3 clubs that want to take him out on loan. It would only be a loan move. United and Ollie definitely don't want to lose Brandon permanently, which makes sense. He's only 20 years old. First club that are after him is Southampton. The second club is Norwich. The third club, which I think is the most interesting, West Ham United. Could Brandon Williams be so? I think this is if West Ham want Brandon Williams, this is perfect for United. They can do so much bargaining to get Declan Rice now. It's unreal. They can be like, here's Jesse Lingard for 20 million, but we'll take that off the transfer fee. You can have Brandon Williams on loan for a season. That will take 5-10 million off for that. 5 million probably. We'll take Declan Rice, please. Do you see West Ham as, out of them 3 clubs, do you see West Ham as the most suitable club for Brandon Williams to go to?
No, because I feel like Cresswell was a better left back than him, so I think Cresswell will start.
Brandon is a right back. He's not a left back. He's
Is
a
he
right
right
back that he's a right back that can play left back, but he's not a left back. He is a right back.
Oh, so he's a right back. No, Kufar's been excellent this season. I don't think he'll get ahead of him.
Do you know?
No.
But
Southampton, I think
if he can play on both sides, does that not make sense for West Ham to have that though? It does offer the backup because he is right footed, but he can play on the left hand side. Do you think that he could challenge Cresswell? It just depends on if United want him playing left or right back. But then if we're talking right back, Max Aarons, unless he leaves Norwich, which now it's said, you could see potentially United going for Max Aarons and give Brandon Williams his part weight for that.
Yeah, by Bayern Munich want Max Aarons. And I feel like he could go to Bayern Munich because he's better than
Bayern Munich have already said that they don't want to pay the transfer fee. They're not paying £40 million.
Oh, okay. Because I feel like if they want for him, he's obviously going to go to Bayern because he's better than Pavard and he will easily start over him in that Bayern team.
Yeah, I hear you. They're not prepared to pay the 40 million that Norwich want for him because that is reported the amount. Do you think that if Max Aarons went to United, do you think he overtakes Wan-Bissaka?
Here's the thing, yeah, with Max Aarons, I feel like he is a better right back than Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
I love Max Aarons. I really rate him.
I feel like he's better than Trent, like as a right back, not as a player, as a right back, because offensively and defensively he is very good. Max Aarons. He's more of a complete right back than Trent and Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
It's a bit like that Tellez situation that we were talking about, isn't it? That Max Aarons, whilst he isn't as good as Trent going forward, he's not that bad. He's nearly there, but defensively he's miles better than Trent. It's very much that sort of thing. So do you see United actually going, here's Brandon Williams, we'll take Max Aarons? Do you see that as a potential possibility?
I think Max Aarons is too good to be on the bench, and I don't think Wan-Bissaka wants to be on the bench enough.
I don't think Ollie puts Max Aarons on the bench. I think Wan-Bissaka would be dropped and then told improve. It would be challenging for both of them. They're both. Ollie's quite used to that as well. It could happen. It's not beyond the realm of possibility for Max Aarons to go to Old Trafford.
But it depends what the player wants, really. If he wants if he knows that he's getting a guaranteed starter in that team, then he'll obviously go to United. But if he doesn't feel like, then I feel like he'll go to another team. If I was me, I would take him at Liverpool. I'll play Trent in midfield and play him as right back.
Do you feel that Max Aarons would have the confidence to go, okay, he's saying that I'm going to have to fight for the number one right back spot. I'm going to do it. I'll go fight. A couple of comments here. Armadeep saying, who do you got winning tonight's Champions League final dress rehearsal? I've got Chelsea down.
Here's the thing. I'll go with Chelsea, so that City will win the Champions League final. Because surely Pep Collins.
I think he can. I think he can. I think he'll lose all three, if I'm being. Big up to RJ in the comments. RJ, if you are free, we are talking about United, so do feel free to jump on if you are free. But what club out of the three that I named, so Southampton, Norwich, and West Ham United, do you see Brandon Williams being the best fit for?
If Norwich sell Max Aarons, then I feel like Norwich will be a good place. But in this current moment, I feel like Southampton is a good place because of his versatility of playing left back and right back.
Yeah.
And amazing how Kyle Walker-Peters is. He's picked up some injuries this season, and Hassan Hoover has to be forced to play like Bednarek or Vestergaard at right back, but their centre backs they're too slow. They can't play right back. So playing Brandon Williams as a right back there will be good. And Ryan Bertrand, he's had a quite poor season at left back. So Brandon Williams could start ahead of Ryan Bertrand as a left back in Southampton. So I feel like that's the more suited place because they play more attacking football. And I feel like with him overlapping with the other Musa Jalapa and Minamino, depends if he stays there for another season on loan, then it'll be a good fit for him. Yeah.
A big up to RJ, obviously, has just popped in. We're talking United. I woke up this morning and all I saw was United players that are all walking out. It's like, oh, I'm sure they'll all love this. The three we're talking, and one of them is two of them are unsurprising that we're even discussing it. De Gea has been spoken about leaving for quite some time. And with how Dean Henderson has come in and really done very well, that's just accelerated that conversation even more. Brandon Williams needs to get some loan experience. He needs 100%. To play. Ollie is destroying his career by not playing him. I'm joking. Ollie is a brilliant manager, but he is a bit of a cunt. Hey, I like
question what you're saying. I was questioning what you're saying.
Hey, I like Brandon Williams, but I don't support United, so I can have these sort of things. I think Brandon Williams. Brandon Williams is sort of like he's a traditional like Argyle player. Throw himself into a tackle, push some people around, bully the fuck out of some left wingers or right wingers.
He shows no emotion on that pitch. He shows no emotion.
Absolutely not.
Of course not. Of course. That's what's great about Brandon Williams. Like, especially too at a young age. Especially
that's why I like him.
He's like 21 or something.
No, he's 20, mate. He's 20.
He's just like
mate. That's the thing. Like, if I'm used to this because I've been at Argyle and we've had Darren Person, we've had some proper men that absolutely look like they're about to bash shit out of you.
Yeah.
Brandon Williams will fit in perfectly. The ones I like are the likes of Brandon Williams, even Neco Williams. I'll take him at Argyle. So Ryan, though, if you are watching, go offer some loans. We'll happily take him at Argyle, won't we? Won't we, Ryan? And if you've got any good centre backs that we can have on loan, we'll fucking take. Actually, fuck that. We don't want. No, fuck off. We don't want.
Come on, he's got a Premier League.
We'll take Ben Davies. Nah, I'm not taking any players on loan. It's one of the, especially a centre back. It's one of my new rules that I've put in after seeing this season of absolute dog shit from our centre backs. So I've put in a.
Wait, what is Argyle's? What is Argyle's most expensive transfer in their history? What's the most expensive?
I think our most expensive. I think it is Simon Walton for 350 grand. I think that's our most expensive. But back to United before I start really going on the rant about our fucking centre backs at Argyle again. RJ, let's start with Alex Tellez. Alex Tellez is reported to want to leave United due to not playing at all enough games for his liking. Apparently Juventus are going to come in and offer him first team football. Do you see Alex Tellez leaving in the summer if Juventus come in?
Personally, I would say yes. Because I don't think we were bringing him in because we wanted a new left back. I think what we brought him in for was to bring Shaw to the level that we always knew that he had. I mean, Luke Shaw, like, I think, right now is probably the best left back in the league, and you could argue probably the world right now.
I was just about to say, RJ, get it right. He's the best left back in the world, mate.
No, I know, yes, but like I said, it's just arguably, right? Not everyone's going to agree with.
No.
Why? Oh, come on.
I'll mute myself quick.
Anyway, but no, like I'll just talk about Tellez. I mean, Tellez in his own right is a really good player. I've never hated the man. But I just don't think he would fit United's system. I mean, the left back for us, I think he would definitely suit to Juventus. I mean, Juventus. I mean, they play Ronaldo up top. They've got some good youngsters like Bernetsky and
Aaron Ramsey in midfield.
Exactly. I mean. Yeah, I know, but at the same time, you do have to look at Juventus, and the way that they play would suit Tellez down to the ground compared to United. I mean, and like I said, we brought him in just to push Shaw to that world class level that he is at play right now. I mean, every week we're always talking about like, oh, who's like going to impact the game, and always Shaw is always on everyone's mind because the thing is, because of Tellez, because of competition. He stepped up, and now we have this world class left back who potentially could be our left back for a decade, probably. Let's be real. If he stays fit, I could definitely see him for 10 years. He's 23. I swear he's 23. I think he's the same age as Rashi.
I think he's just had a birthday.
Rash.
I mean, Luke Shaw's been around for fucking years. I remember.
He's 25. His birthday was actually. Oh no, his birthday's in July, so he'd be 26. Okay, so let's say.
I was just going to say he's been around football for a fucking long time, mate. I remember watching him at Southampton as a fresh-faced like little baby, like. It's like, fuck me, how old am I getting? Like, I'm not liking this. I'm the same age as him. I'm the same age as him.
I'm nearly an adult. Like, I don't want this anymore.
I'm like, you can stop counting. You can stop counting my birthdays now. I'm happy to stay 25. I don't want to get older.
He's 25 years young. Wait, what?
What?
The fuck? Mate, I'm 17.
Did you just say someone was 42? Val?
He called me 42. This is a violation, mate. I'm not taking this. You can fuck off. I'm joking.
So Alex Tellez, I think Alex Tellez. That's probably, if Juventus want him, it's almost like a done deal. De Gea. Now, we've had many debates on this. We're not going to have a De Gea or Dean Henderson debate. I can't be fucked with that. I haven't got enough time in my life to have another one of them debates. We all know that I'm right anyway. But it's simple. If in doubt, just Niall is right. Do you see De Gea leaving in the summer?
It really does depend what he wants. I mean, I think Ole is kind of looking towards the future. I think, Dean Henderson, obviously being younger, showing great potential. I mean, some cases he does have a lot of tendencies. I mean, he's absolute reckless in the box. Whenever someone's like crossing in, he's first to get there, and not knowing if there's like a 6'4" striker, like he's not winning that header or fucking fist fight, whatever you want to do it.
He's just taking him out, mate. He's not wrong.
Yeah, but that's a tendency. Like we want to keep her.
Yeah, but do you know what? Goalkeepers, you're not even. If a goalkeeper jumps into you, that's still a foul, apparently, according to the FA.
I mean, at this rate, if you touch the keeper in any sort of way, it's a foul. Like, I mean, come on.
No, in the Prem, they don't do that. You see Areola taking out Bearman in the Premier League, and they haven't even given it as a penalty. So
I guess
you don't need to refs. They're dickheads all of it.
Yeah, I get you, man. Look, I just personally think, right, that if we were going to get rid of David De Gea for this season, right, I'd say give him probably a long loan, right, and say to him, look, mate, we're going to give you a loan. We're going to see how you turn out. We're going to see how Dean turns out next season. And if it doesn't work out for Dean, we can bring you back. We can, because and the thing is, Jose has come out, right? He said he wants to bring in David De Gea, but he can't afford him permanently, right? So if we give him to Roma for 1 year, he plays some great football, because let's be real, Italian, like you said, Niall, the Italian league is not as good as the Premier League.
Did you just say they play football under Jose Mourinho?
Well, no,
you didn't. You didn't just say them words.
Listen. David De Gea and Jose Mourinho is like a couple in heaven. Like, seriously, it is. Look at 2017.
Because Jose Mourinho plays some dog shit football.
But I mean, but you can get away with that in the Serie A. Like, you can't get away with that.
You'll see Jose because they play defensively. The best defense comes from Serie A. So.
I mean, Serie A, like, with all the respect to Serie A, like, the intensity compared to the Premier League is there's no comparison. No comparison.
Yeah, of course it's different, but like the defending in Serie A is better than the Premier League.
Just to put into context, Ashley Young has just won a Serie A title, so that's
so did Victor Moses. I mean, what's your point? What's your point?
Well, Christian Eriksen.
Precisely that point.
Danny Drinkwater is a Premier League champion. What else are you saying, Niall?
Yeah, but but that was less. That was unusual, right?
Yeah,
Ashley Young has just won a Serie A title. That suggests to me the level.
Look at the manager
of Serie A.
Look at the manager.
Yeah, Conte is a good manager.
Yeah. When he was under Chelsea, how long did it take him to win a Premier League?
He took it for a season, bro.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Look, Antonio Conte.
Yeah, but he also added in Hazard. Like, he had the most informed add in Hazard.
Okay, so like Conte had Romelu Lukaku and ER Martinez in his attack. What's your point, Niall? Yes, Ashley Young won a La Liga, not La Liga, fucking Serie A title. Do you mean, look, the thing is, you look at the talent that, I compare it to like the season that right now, in the Premier League. When you look at squads, Inter Milan are way better. And the fact that they got rid of the Champions League quite early, they got eliminated in the group stage.
Does how many of Inter's players get into your team, RG?
I would say probably 4 or 5.
Right, name them.
4?
I mean, Lukaku is definitely...
Iaro Martinez.
Lukaku, Martinez.
What position?
Handanovic, 100%. Striker. One or the other.
What?
They can.
Well, no, but Ollie plays with one striker, so how are you getting both?
No, well, I mean, look, here's what I'm saying. Like, Iaro Martinez can play striker, or we can put him onto the right wing. Simple as that. And we can switch him with Lukaku.
Where do you intend on putting Greenwood then?
Well, I didn't know you were saying that, like, we can switch him out. Like, God, no, we wouldn't switch that out. But no, I'm just saying, like,
that's what I mean. Like, player for player, which players get into United squad? I agree with Lukaku. He is the best striker out of the two teams.
Handanovic,
I'd say
Niall.
Handanovic 100%.
What position does he play? I don't know these players.
Keeper.
So you need
Handanovic is a goalkeeper.
You're picking him over Dean Henderson and David
No,
De Gea.
The
Yeah,
thing with
he is
Handanovic,
better
he's got years of experience. I mean, as well for country. I mean, he's the league.
So's De Gea.
Yeah, but the thing with De Gea is right that Handanovic is like. How can I describe the Handanovic compared to De Gea? For me, right, is I wouldn't say he's better than Handanovic is not better than De Gea. I understand that, yes, but at the same time, Handanovic is getting into his prime right now, where his best football is at. He's 30 years old, and he's like hitting the best peak of his career.
You love a good 30-year-old, don't you, RJ?
I'm not dumb, right? I'm not dumb. Okay, first off.
No, he prefers the youth. He prefers the youth teams, but you know.
Oh, that's why I like Dean Henderson. Okay, I see now.
Yes, start over Lindelof 100%.
100%, yeah. I think Hakimi could start over Wan-Bissaka if you wanted, because I do see potential.
Hakimi's more of a right mid, a wing back. He's not a good right back.
Yeah, but going forward, you definitely need Hakimi going up on your right hand.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but what do you intend on doing defensively?
I mean, Slabhead can do a good. No, my lesson. No,
Slabhead at right back. He's barely got the pace for centre back.
Just tell him that our team is like from Greece, and he'll. Literally,
I'm surprised he hasn't done that.
Yeah,
right, that's fair. So we've got Tellez going to Juventus, De Gea to. Did you say Roma? It's just a shout on a loan.
Yeah,
I said
Jose would love him on a loan.
I mean, they're not paying all of his wages. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
The last one that's been reported, Brandon Williams. I rate him quite highly. He plays football that I like anyway, which is aggressive, bullying, and all of that. 3 clubs looking at him: West Ham, Southampton, Norwich. Won't get into Norwich at right back. West Ham or Southampton or Norwich. Which one do you think he should go to, RJ?
For opportunity, I wouldn't even say Southampton. Probably no. Game time he would get Southampton. Yes. But who do I want him to go to? I mean, West Ham would probably be a better shout, to be fair. If I'm really honest.
But isn't it important for him to get gained, and that's why you're learning it. There's no point of learning it.
I understand, but what's the point of having a bad spell at Southampton? Let's be real, right? This season has been an absolute it's been shite.
Well, they need extra. Yeah, but they need more players.
There's context you have to put into it because their squad depth. They don't even have a squad depth. If you actually look at every game Southampton play, their bench is full of academy players that we never heard of before. Because their owners don't invest in. Because I remember people.
Velvishwan is spitting facts here. That is very true. So it's a weird one. I think West Ham might be a good one, mainly because you could also use that as more of a part way to get Declan Rice. I mean, could you imagine going, oh, you can have Jesse Lingard here he is for free. We'll take that off the transfer fee. Here is Brandon Williams. You can have him on loan. Now we'll take Declan Rice for even less money.
Well, I was if Tuchel was like this to the board. Yeah, I want Declan Rice. Bring me Declan Rice. He's going to go to Chelsea.
I don't think he is going to Chelsea.
I think he might go to Chelsea as well because
he is.
Because of what he likes Mason Mount more than anyone else. To be fair,
I don't care. Tuchel wants Rabiot. I think Tuchel. I think Tuchel wants Rabiot, and Tuchel, what Tuchel wants, Tuchel gets, I think, is normally the phrase that is bandied around Chelsea. So I don't think that Declan Rice was wanted by Frank Lampard. Now Chelsea is still looking at him, but I think Tuchel is more interested in Rabiot than he is Declan Rice.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, fair.
This is true.
Yeah, no, I personally, and I think Rabiot would actually play well under Tuchel. Like, I mean,
he's already done that, hasn't he, at PSG?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I mean, Juventus is a fucking shy player because he doesn't fit the system at Juve.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at him.
because he's playing as a DM. That's the problem. He's more
Exactly. Well, yeah, no, but he's also playing up top. Not up top, but like he always pushes. Because in that Roma game, I swear he took like fucking 20,000 shots and he missed them over the bar. He did.
Bro, they have Pirlo as manager. What do we expect?
I mean, I know. I keep saying that Pirlo's a shy manager. I'm surprised that he hasn't been sacked yet. But no, everyone says, "Oh, Pirlo's a good manager."
Big up to Kieran in the chat saying, if West Ham get Europe, I reckon he'll stay another year. Came through the West Ham Academy as well. I think, if they get Europa League, he may still go. If West Ham have got Champions League, I don't think he goes anywhere. I don't think he does stay. But he came through the Chelsea Academy, not the West Ham.
Here's the thing.
Well,
West Ham, they don't need to worry about Arsenal doing any madness in the final.
I mean, Chelsea with youngsters is actually quite ironic, to be fair. They've got all these youngsters, Kevin De Bruyne, Mohamed Salah, I won't say Declan Rice. All of them now fucking...
William Brewster.
Okay, we're not going that low, right? We're not going that low, mate, all right?
I don't know how we got 50 mil.
Well, literally, I was saying like great talent, and then it just dropped from. Like,
and then the Liverpool fan chucks in Ryan Brewster for fucking bans.
Yeah,
I've watched
Ryan
Brewster. I watched Ryan Brewster against Argyle. Obviously, we played against Sheffield United in the FA Cup, and the man fell over the pool.
Yeah, he's not ready for anything.
He doesn't even suit Sheffield United. I told him he should have gone to Crystal Palace about it. And when he went to Sheffield, I was like, "Oh, you stupid little boy! Why did
you do a Crystal Palace? Link up with
Brighton, I can hear Crystal Palace play exactly the same as fucking Sheffield United.
But they don't even overlap centre back. Imagine Eze behind Brewster. That'd be bad.
Imagine Don behind Jimmy Savile.
Oh my god.
Okay, a bit too far now. But
no, I do hear that. Luckily, Dom is on his way to Blackpool, so he won't be tuning in. So we can chat as much Dom slander as we want. This is knowing my luck. This is where Jeannie is currently in the background messaging Dom, going, "No, I just said you're behind Jimmy Savile."
Oh yeah, who won the quiz yesterday? I'm just wondering.
United got 14 points, Liverpool got 15 points, Chelsea got 14 points.
I mean, we're still ahead of you, mate, so I don't know why you're laughing.
By a point.
Yeah,
by a point.
I saw he cheated, that's what.
No, he got that point deducted and he was sent off for foul play.
And then I brought back because it was wrongfully done. I was mistreated.
RJ's the first ever host and person to have ever received a yellow and a red card on this channel. We carry on for ages, but I don't intend to, because this is very true. But I've got Formula One qualifying in about an hour and 15 minutes. I'll be joined by Charles and by Chris for that one, so that is going to be excellent and very, very enjoyable. Also, make sure you tune into Strong TV later, because I'll be there on the Wine and Football Show. But Kieran's saying, actually, you're right. He was at Chelsea until he was 14. He'll end up there ultimately, unless a big money offer comes in that he can't refuse. I don't think he goes Chelsea. Tuchel really wants. I think Tuchel really wants a European player. I think Tuchel doesn't believe in Brexit means Brexit. Tuchel believes in French man does me job. Like
he follows the motto like support the international. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just think that he goes to. I think Declan would also. I think he would be better off going to United, because United really need him. And it would improve United heads and tails. Like, imagine this: you play a double pivot next year. You only play Declan Rice with Paul Pogba. Okay, I'll put this question to you: Declan Rice and Paul Pogba, Fred or McTominay. Which pairing do you go for?
Is this like a trick question, or what is this now? Like,
no, it's not really a trick question.
Do you really think I'm that stupid, my guy? You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know. I'm just waiting for someone to turn around and say double pivot so I can laugh my head off.
Velshwan, would you like to say double pivot so you can take the miss pick out of United? Because I ain't fucking supporting that fucking.
Both of you are in agreement that you play Pogba and Declan Rice and not Fred and McTominay.
I mean, I swear we have good education. We understand what is actually good football, right? I swear we do. I can't vouch for Velsh. I don't really know him, but I'll take on the assumption that he does have, a decent amount of intelligence to understand what is good football.
Yeah, no, that wasn't a trick question. That was literally me just asking the question because knowing some,
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, but also RJ, have you met some United fans? They're a weird.
Oh,
breed.
I know. Yeah,
they're a weird breed.
Imagine going for Poch over fucking Ollie. Like, fuck.
Think of this, right? You've probably got the Bruno lovers who hate Paul Pogba for some weird reason. I think they think because Bruno came in and stole Pogba's job.
Oh,
I mean, cool, but Pogba was never really a 10. He's more of an 8. But yeah, cool.
Yeah.
We can go with the whole Bruno stole his.
They just want like Pogba to be like week in week out scoring more than everyone.
Well, no, the Bruno lovers want Pogba out of the club, and the Pogba lovers want Bruno out of the club. You have very strange breed of fans.
And I just want them to work together, but it is.
That's what the normal United fan thinks, but unfortunately, I don't find many normal United fans on Twitter. Velv has left the building. Is he walking away from his job? That's the question. No, he's not Maurizio Sarri. He's not Maurizio Sarri. Velv will be on for the match reaction after the Liverpool game. That will be good. They've got Southampton, believe it or not.
Yeah. Come on, you Saints. Come on.
But yeah, so just to wrap up, obviously, Tellez to Juventus, probably a done deal if Juventus come in for him. De Gea on loan to Roma is what you're suggesting, even though PSG may actually want to buy him.
I mean, why over Navas? So over Navas,
I don't know.
They're not going to lose. They're not going to lose loyalty towards Navas. I mean, Navas. I mean, he was disrespected at like Real Madrid, and that's one of the reasons.
He's a very good goalkeeper. He's a very good goalkeeper, but
that's I think he's underrated. He's underrated.
Yeah.
When it comes to
I hear that.
Because I mean, if it wasn't for him, Real Madrid would not have 4 Premier League trophies, not Premier League, fucking Champions League trophies to their name. The man single-handedly carried them with Ronaldo and all that.
Yeah, no, I do hear that. And then Brandon Williams, you're saying Southampton, but you'd like him to go to West Ham. Mm-hmm. I also say that West Ham's David Moyes will probably do wonders with Brandon Williams.
You know what I actually think? I actually think Leicester would be a good shout because since that their fullbacks are injury prone, probably like this season, they kind of need to stock up. So I'd say that would be actually a good shout. Next season you could see James Justin in like first game, fucking his leg completely snaps in two. I don't want that to happen. I do not promote that.
Yeah, no, I do hear that, but that's just the same as saying Bruno Fernandes could break his leg in the first game. It's all ifs and buts really. But no, I less patch up. But you want Brandon Williams getting
game time.
You want him getting game time. Vel saying my Wi-Fi just stopped. I'm back now. We love to see it. But we're going to wrap it up there. We've almost done like an hour stream, which is virtually a United show, just with less banter. If you haven't checked out the United show last night, do check it out. Dom is a funny breed of humanity.
We had to personally advertise Drink Aware, seriously, that's how crazy it was last night. Drinkaware.ie, lads.
I was also drinking, but not to the level.
No, but you didn't go full on with it. You just went I'll have my own drink, simple as that. Don was
he was down in bottles of Corona, wasn't he? I had last night. I had 2 San Miguels and 2 dark rum and cokes.
I just don't know anything about that. I'm not that type of person.
Well, San Miguel is a beer, RJ, and dark rum is a very, very nice alcoholic beverage if you put it with Coca-Cola. I used to like Malibu, but that's now too sweet. So now I'm very much a rum guy now. So I get dark rum and spiced rum, both very nice. If you're into your rum, if you're into spiced rum, or even just dark rum in general as well. My recommendation, Dead Man's Finger, is very, very nice. So I do recommend getting some Dead Man's Finger. Very, very nice rum there if you are into your rum. I don't know who is of age of drinking in the chat. I mean, we've seen Liam, and he definitely isn't of age of drinking. Chris is of age of drinking. Kieran, I presume, is able to drink. And so Velve, I don't know. But we're going to wrap it up there. It's been we've gone on for far too long. I've obviously got qualifying in less than an hour, so we'll be back here at one. We'll be back here at 1:45 with Formula One qualifying from Barcelona. Very, very excited for that one. Joined by Charles and Chris for that one. Then, obviously, after the Chelsea City game, we will have match reaction of that one. And then at near on 10 o'clock, we'll have match reaction of Liverpool versus Southampton from Anfield. Can Liverpool actually play football? We'll find out. But before we go, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Go check out our Twitter at Let's Talk EPL and our Instagram at Let's Talk EPL_. If you want a bit of jokes and laughs, go check out our TikTok at Let's Talk Premier League, and obviously on the No Context Twitter at No Context LTPL. You can find me at Niall_PAFC. There's no more socials from my side. RJ, where can they find you?
Yeah, you can find me at Robotic Jaguar on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and on YouTube. Nearly 10,000 subscribers. We're getting there slowly but surely. Yeah, you'll also find me on this channel always. I mean, to be fair, next 3 weeks are busy, but after that, lads, you'll see me every single week. So, yeah, can't wait for that.
You also find him on the United show, unless he tells me he's not coming on.
Yeah,
and if he does, if he does that, I rugby tackle the shit.
Good luck with that, buddy.
That's a fact. It's okay. I'll just wrestle you whilst I've got a spice rum in my hands. I'll just be like, he sabotaged your rum, my rum, and then I'll turn violent. But yeah, as I said, we'll be back at 1:45 for Formula One qualifying from Barcelona. Until then, thanks for watching. We will catch you in a bit, but until 1:45,